guys, let's get into this trailer. So we start off with Gizelle, of all people, saying we have to hold ourselves above the stereotype. Or wait, what was it exactly? We have been able to hold ourselves above the stereotype. And I'm like, really? Really? You're on a reality TV show where you're supposed to like fight and be negative. You're literally getting paid to be the stereotype. I don't know when they've ever been above it. I've never seen it. I don't know what she's talking about. I just think that maybe she's being a bit delusional, and that's what we expect from Gizelle. So it's probably going to be a good season for her. Candace may be pregnant. I'm here for a pregnant Candace storyline. I think it would be a whole lot better than having her fight with her mother. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think she might bring her mother into her mothering skill. Make this whole situation about she being fearful that she might not be a good mother because of the problems with her mother. And I'm tired of that, if that's what it is, because at this point, it's like you're abusing your mom at this point, you know? At this point, you're just abusing your mom for a storyline because you're taking her business. Every season you come on and talk about how terrible of a parent that she was to you and how she mentally abused you, and she is the therapist. Like, I hope that we're done with that because it just feels uncomfortable. I'm like, I get it. You and your mama have issues, but I don't think you should be telling us that. You know what I mean? I just feel like she just lets us in to just one aspect of her mom. And I think her mom has to play that role through editing. And I'm tired of that. I think we've seen it enough. We've seen her paint this picture of her mother. And I guess, you know, we've come to the conclusion that she's awful. And I feel bad. I feel bad because that's all we've been getting. That's all we've been getting from Candace. That's all we've been getting from editing. So I hope she's different than that, because outside of it, they seem to have a really good relationship. They're always, you know, doing something together as a family on Instagram. They always seem very happy. You know, it seems like the mom has, you know, done a lot. She's taking care of Candace and her husband and her sister. So I'm just like, I don't think she's a bad person, but that's the edit that we get. And that's unfortunate. So I hope, Candace, you have another storyline than telling us how awful your mother is. Dr. Wendy, I like her. From what I have seen so far, I like her. She has a legitimate job. I think she said she used to be a professor at Johns Hopkins University. Very prestigious. So she seems like she is, you know, the real deal. She's not like faking any titles. I think what she's going to put on this season can actually be backed up with receipts. I like her. I enjoy her. And I know people are just like, what is a doctor doing on here? Let me tell you something about highly educated and rich people. Nothing fills you up for some people like fame. You can have all the money in the world. That's why you have like all these rich people on these reality TV shows, you know, acting a fool because they're famous. Like, they have all this money, but nobody knows who they are. Now they're on this Bravo show throwing drinks at each other and everybody's talking about them. So for a lot of people, fame is better than money. Fame is better than health. You know what I mean? Like, these people, there are a lot of people who want to be seen. They want to be trending on Twitter. They want you to love them. They want you to hate them. They just want you to be talking about them. So even though she's highly decorated, we didn't know about her. But now we do. There you go. Monique, I feel bad for her again this season because we see in the clip where she's once again asking her husband to help her with their children. And I just feel like she does this every season. And he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's a sweet giant. But at some point, Monique, Shrek is going to start having help you with at home. Like, something has to change. And she keeps on putting that up. She keeps on putting up this storyline that I'm like this working mom and I do not get enough help and respect from my husband or my husband's mother. And at some point, as a viewer, you're just like, change it or get off the show. Like, or just give us a new storyline. I just feel like we're getting some stale storylines this season. That's why I'm really excited for, you know, to see Dr. Wendy and maybe Candace being pregnant, because it gives her something else to talk about with Candace and with Monique. So far, I think we're talking about the same things with them, and I feel like these storylines have been done. Let's give us something new. Miss Karen and the Black Bill Gates are going to be in some marriage issues, some marriage woes. Is this a divorce storyline? Do you think she will leave him? Is he going broke? That's the only way I feel like the Grand Dame will leave the Black Bill Gates. That's the only thing that I can think of. But I kind of don't believe it. I kind of think that this is just something that she's cooking up to have a different storyline, and I'm good for that. We don't have to talk about if you have the money or not. We can, you know, make up something about you and the Black Bill Gates having issues and you know, going at it on your own. I'm fine with that, even if it's fake. It gives us something new from you. Oh, so we're going to see Jamal Bryant on this season. So we're going to get Gisele, the nasty first lady, and Jamal Bryant, the charlatan. They're going to be good TV. I'm not even going to hate. Jamal Bryant is an interesting character. Gisele is an interesting character. It will be really good to see somebody keep her in check because nobody can. So I'm interested to see how this dynamic plays out on TV. So Ashley's sex drive has died down. I think for me, just in my interpretation, and I can be wrong, I think for Ashley, she's had the baby. So she's done. You know what I mean? I feel like she's done it. She's done it all. Now she has her white child so she can get out. She now has child support and she's about to have a reason to fight her prenup because Michael this season is seen cheating on her again. And now they have receipts and it seems like these receipts are believable. So I'm thinking, like I said, if you watch my reviews from last season, I'm thinking this is now her preparing her exit. I already said last season, and when she got pregnant, this was her out. And I think this season, we're going to start to see her start making her way out and building her case. I really can't believe that Gollum is just hopping around Potomac hotels looking for people to go and have sex with. How weird and creepy. How rich is he? Because I feel like he ain't just got creepy. I think he was creepy when he was dating Ashley, and I think he got even creepier when they got married. So I'm just like, girl, you knew this. You knew he was creepy. And for you to stay with him, he has got to have had a really good coin. That's the only thing that can make sense to me. How rich is Michael? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know if he is rich or wealthy. That's the difference. Now, if you're wealthy, you'll deal with some freaky stuff. Even murder. Listen, I watch a lot of Snap. I know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about this fight. Monique, sis, it looks like you started it. It looks like you started it because her and Candace were going at it. Just verbally. And then Monique smacks her weave. You don't smack no black woman's weave. Like, hold up, girl. So when she did that, all of a sudden they black out and next thing you know, you see the cameraman or the security trying to hold Monique away from Candace on the other side. And I'm like, you look like the aggressor. Oh, Monique. I feel like Monique is that hood chick who married a man with money and instantly she had to become a different person, this like posh suburban housewife. And that's not who she is. And I think when she gets to a place where she feels backed in a corner or just stressed out, real Monique takes over and real Monique throws hands. I think that's exactly what it is. Like real Monique don't work stuff out. Posh Monique will sit down and have a conversation with you, but hood Monique, ghetto Monique, will black your eye out. I think that's what's happening here. And I think that hood Monique is surfacing because posh Monique is tired. Because you can see in this trailer, she's asking her husband for help. She's, stressed about her kids. And I think that she's just dealing with a lot within her home, within her marriage, within, her brand and everything that she's doing with a podcast and selling oils or whatever it is she's trying to do in filming the show. I think she just has a lot on her. And even in the clip, she says, well, maybe I shouldn't be a part of this. I think she probably just has too much on her plate and she wants to do too much, but she's with somebody who is not willing to take on the weight to make it easier for her because she married into a situation where you were supposed to be the housewife. Now, later you're trying to change it up. And for him, I probably think that he's just like, well, that wasn't what we agreed upon. I'll do what I can, but you're supposed to be home with the kids. Now you want to change that. And he's probably going to look like the bad guy, but for a lot of these marriages, the women agree to be at home with the children and the men agree to be the providers. So now that Monique can provide a little bit, she wants to change it up a bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to have a partner who wants that for you as well, who is okay with changing up your lifestyle. I don't think her husband is. I don't think her husband is. So I think she probably got a little stressed out this season and Candace just pushed one too many buttons because Candace can do that with that mouth. And it's unfortunate because I think these two really love each other and are really good friends. Man. I'm not going to say I hope they work it out because I don't think that they will, at least right now. I'm hoping later down the line they will work it out because I just think after what we saw, I don't know if they can mend that so quickly. I take that back because with everything that's happening, they may have mended fences by the time this reunion is filmed. You know what I mean? Because we're going to be down a while, guys. We are going to be down a while. So maybe by the time this reunion is filmed, probably if it's being filmed in like December, maybe they would have made up by then. So who knows? Who knows? But it's really unfortunate to see those two go at it because You know, they were calling each other sister, and now they're like fighting in another barn, it seems. It seems like they're always fighting in like barn or farm settings. What is that? Anyway, that's all I have to say about this trailer. Let me know what you think about the Real Housewives of Potomac new trailer, and if you intend on watching, if you're excited to watch, let's talk about it. Thank you so much for stopping by Nikki Star TV. See you soon for something else. Love ya. Bye.